Political crisis in Rivers State may have ceased as parties reached a truce on Monday night. This followed about 3 hours of the talks at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja, between President Bola Tinubu, Rivers Governor Mr. Sim Fubara, his deputy Mrs. Ngozi Odu, a former governor of the state Peter Odili, and the immediate past governor, now Minister of Federal Capital Territory Nyesom Wike, and other stakeholders. The FCT Minister Wike, who was acclaimed to be instrumental in the emergence of Fubara and other elected officers in the last general election, was at the meeting held. Also present at the meeting was Vice President Kashim Shettima, the National Security Advisor Nur Ribadu, and the President Chief of Staff Femi Gbajabiamila. According to an 8-point resolution signed at the end of the meeting on Monday night, the President directed that all lawsuits instituted in the court by Fubara and his team regarding the political crisis in Rivers State be withdrawn immediately. The political crisis in Rivers State snowballed into the demolition of the State House Assembly complex, which was burnt earlier, even as security personnel reportedly barricaded the entrance. The Court of Appeal in Abuja on Tuesday affirmed the victory of Governor Ahmadu Fintiri of Adamawa State in the March 18 governorship election in the state. The appellate court dismissed for lacking in merit the appeal filed by Senator Aisha Dairu alias Binani of the All Progressive Congress to challenge Fintiri's election. For filing a vague appeal, the court awarded 1 million naira damages against Binani to be paid in Fintiri and his party, the People's Democratic Party. The Adamawa State Governorship Election Petition Tribunal had earlier dismissed Binani's petition challenging Fintiri's election. Displeased with the tribunal verdict, Binani had approached the appellate court, seeking to overturn the verdict. However, on Monday, the Court of Appeal, in a judgment delivered by a 3-man panel led by Justice Tunde Awutoye, declared Binani's appeal as invalid and incompetent. Now, away from that, the Executive Secretary, Tertiary Education Trust Fund, Sonny Echono, has described as alarming the number of Nigerian university lecturers studying abroad under TED Fund sponsorship and have absconded. Echono said TED Fund would make the absconded lecturers refund money expended on them or be repatriated. He spoke on Monday on the sidelines of the TED Fund Management Retreat held in Makurdi. He said the TED Fund devised the 2 ways, which he described as soft and hard measures, to ensure that university lecturers who absconded were sanctioned. He further said the TED Fund had disbursed over 400 billion naira to tertiary institutions in the country. And also, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board on Monday increased the registration fees for the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination to 7,700 naira and 6,200 naira. The increment was made known by the examination body on its X handle while announcing the commencement of registration for the 2024 UTME Direct Entry. JAMB pegged the registration fee at 7,700 naira for UTME registration, inclusive of a mock examination, and 6,200 naira for UTME registration without the mock examination. The body also pegged the sale of application documents for foreign candidates at $30. JAMB said the deadline for registration for the 2024 D application is March 28, 2024, March 7th for the 2024 UTME mock examination, while printing of the 2024 examination slip is April 10th. The Niger State Governor, Mohammed Bago, has banned workers in the state civic service from wearing native wears like kaftan, babanriga, and flowy gowns during work hours. The ban takes immediate effect and applies to both male and female workers. However, civil servants are allowed to wear traditional attire on Fridays, which is also the Jumu'ah prayer day. Bago announced the ban on Saturday during the presentation of land development and preparation equipment at the Brains and Armors Rice City, Mohammed Inuwa Wushishi Farm, Chakwa community in Wushishi local government area of the state. Handing down the directive, the governor said civil servants must dress like workers who work to create wealth and not noblemen. The governor explained that his government was committed to changing the narrative and orientation that civil service was all about sitting in offices with flowing gowns and nice clothes. expending public money and doing nothing to create wealth.